Now then, welcome back to Blood and Bones, done in 60 days, and we are, sorry, skeleton farm, breaking things in the background. We are absolutely feeling good about the way that we are developing this mod pack now. It feels like we are ready to take on some more advanced processes within this mod pack. The Blood and Bones mod pack is absolutely hardcore. Don't let the way that we have somehow managed to achieve things in it distract you from the fact that this is a hardcore mod pack. It is really solid. We've set up some things now though. We've got ourselves a nice stable base. We were very lucky to get this tower in the middle of water. We had a farm upstairs which I haven't actually tended to for a little while, mainly because I built this bone machine that's doing all the good stuff for us. It's a bit dark out, I don't need to be up there, but we'll probably see that this farm's overgrown now if I go upstairs and have a look about. It's like our starting tower. Yeah, look at all the sugar cane and all the crops grown and all the trees have grown, and yeah, we had a creeper explosion over there, and I haven't cleaned that up yet, which flooded the pathway through. All of those crops over there, they're all grown up nicely, because I just not been up here. There's some crops over there that just haven't grown at all, though. They were taking forever, those wheat crops down that side. I don't know why. Maybe proximity to water or something. It's the same wheat as the next to it. I don't know. But anyway, since the bone machine came into it, I haven't really ventured out up here as much. And this was already a very secure tower for the first couple of weeks. Whenever we went off adventuring to gather materials and stuff, it was a bit hair-raising. Oh yes, you may notice that Lewis is not with me right now. Not to worry, though, eh? We've been working on other projects that are not part of the done in 60 days, part of other series and stuff. And those big projects have left us... well, I think I've worn Lewis out a bit. So here I am on my own. I just thought I'd give you a quick show around what I've done recently. Like this section over here. I've now set up a smoothies section, so we just put some fruit out of the chest in there, make some smoothies. And this is like the shared chest, or we can just make juice from there, store in some basic juices, store in basic smoothies, so we can just come along and go, I'll have a couple of them, thank you, and away we go. Basic soups. Now this bone machine is working really well. We've got all of that sorted out. I've tweaked it a little bit with having some item ducts coming and filtering items through. So the bin only receives anything. Well, I've blacklisted arrows and bones, so anything else produced by this mob farm will go straight into the bin, the trash can. Whereas the bones and the arrows get put there. The bone meal I can then use in the farm, or to make stock, to make us a load of soups and things. So stock is very useful. We can add a few ingredients to them, very simple ingredients. We just add, there's rice soup for instance, and there's a carrot and onion, was it? Carrot, onion and celery. That was it, a celery soup like that, and there's a tomato soup, and the rice soup and other things. And basically just stored a few in here so we can just go, well, I'll have a couple of carrot soups because I've not had one of those for a while, and so on. Give us a selection of goods. And all this is grown quickly by the farm, so I can replenish stuff here. So I've got like drinks and then first course, like starters, soups for starters. Along here I'm going to have some more like main meal type stuff ready produced. We've got egg farm going really well, and these eggs ridiculous. I've got a full barrel full of eggs there, and I've got another stack there. And in the chest I've got some more bits that I've done with eggs and stuff to make things work. Got some eggs kicking around in all of these as well to show the different types of egg recipes that we've got. Making this egg salad. The mayonnaise, we can use mayonnaise for all sorts of food stuff, so that's going really well. Now got a third cow. Used a little bit of wheat just to feed the cows. Let's Let's get another breed on while we're here. You and you breed up and give us a baby. Eventually we'll have a proper cow farm where we can kill some cows for leather and stuff at the minute. At the minute it's just fine. We just come along to get the milk. And I put all the milk in this barrel because there's something that is a bit broken in this mod pack, I would say. Let's get 3 more of them and a couple more of them. We can make Minecraft cakes. Basic Minecraft cakes. Like so, right? And I'm going to carry this with me and use it a bit later on. And then you'll see how it beats the mod pack. We wanted to do a great big reveal, maybe like a great big room that's full of cakes and all that, but to be honest, it's just a thing that we've discovered. I actually discovered it downstairs in the dungeon, or along one of these corridors somewhere up here, where there was a cake in the dungeon. And when I ate the cake, I could eat the whole cake and get all of my hunger back without the problems of eating too many, not enough variety. There's nothing on cake like here, nutritional value, eaten once out of the last 30 days, eaten once out of the last 30 days, eaten 4 times out of the last 30 days, all that sort of stuff, right? There's none of that on a cake. And I reckon it's because you place a cake down so it can't be affected in the same way. So the mod pack developer can't change things on a cake. So a cake becomes the ultimate food source because you can just eat cake and fill up your hunger bar and not need any of the other food sources whatsoever. Well, this mob farm, I've taken out the XP grinder part of it and expanded it slightly. I found that giant skeletons were spawning, and when giant skeletons were getting stuck, we'd have to come along and clean it out and clear them out. And fire skeletons don't even make it all the way up there, they just die on the way down. But all the skeletons are coming up and around and queuing up to die, to drop their bones for us, and just general proximity is doing that now. Lewis set up the cinder farm last episode. Yeah, last episode maybe, or the episode before. And I recently put in a portal to the Nether in there. So the 5x5 area that's killing the cinders, now if something randomly spawns from the portal, it steps into this area. Because it's from the Nether, it won't just burn up on contact because it's immune to fire. And then the harvester, the grinder should I say, will just kill them as well. It was originally Lewis's idea, but I just quickly installed it because it's just a bit of obsidian and just a bit of a portal. And that's increased us from having the cinders mob drops to having a few of the Nether mob drops as well, which has increased our production of things quite drastically. He's got this on a round robin though, so this chest over here occasionally will need emptying out, but we're getting string from it, and spider eyes and nether wart and fermented spider eyes and that sort of stuff from things that are coming through the portal and getting ground up by the grinder. And look at all this mob juice. I mean, this mob juice has just now filled up. So now we've got all these experience levels available to us. Let's take this old cup actually. I can just take from there, drop it down, take it, drink it, gain a level. Take a bit out of there, drop it down, take it, drink it, gain a level. So we've sort of got the experience farm without actually having to swing our swords. There's level 10, there we go. And it doesn't take long for these to refill either. This mob essence is filling up really quickly from this one grinder. So we've basically, this is probably taking as long as me standing there just killing skeletons for 10 minutes or so. A skeleton farm isn't the best way to make an experience farm, but it's very good early game in vanilla. And as you can see, I can just do this until we run out of mob essence and gain a level each time. If there was a quicker way to get it into the cups, then maybe I would use it. We'll probably find something in the future, and maybe a better storage system for it, because these hardened portable tanks, I've added an extra couple from the original one that we had, and they filled up really quickly as well. But this gives me the opportunity to go and just repair things like my armour and stuff, so I can like repair my helmet with some of the Voruxis and enchant books to add to my armors and things like that as well, giving us good XP farm. Nice little thing. So that's that done, that done. Those are the two things that I've altered and messed around with a bit. One thing I want to get started this episode, and I probably won't do all of it this episode, even though it's a fairly simple task. I think it will probably be something that you won't necessarily find interesting, other than the fact that we're at that stage already. You know that Lewis has been digging out some huge quarries, and let's have a look over here. Look, we've got these two quarries just away from the island. The first one we dug out together. The second one isn't quite fully dug out. As you can see, there's no bedrock and stuff. But Lewis has pretty much done all of that himself, and that's quite deep. That's quite deep indeed. I think, according to this map, I think he's down to level 28. That bedrock there, that obsidian there, is on level Y9, and this is all on Y28. So he's gone down quite a ways into that to level up the pick. And leveling up the pick is really a big part of the mod pack, leveling up your pick. So getting this pickaxe leveled up and adding the new mining levels and changing the materials and all that has been dealt with previously in episodes of Done in 60 Days. But as you can see from mine, we're now on mining level Manulium, and I'm on skill level Master because of all the XP that I've gained from digging those big holes and repairing the dungeon and the roguelike dungeon stuff. But while that's a thing, we've got loads of resources that are vanilla resources, like coppers and all that sort of stuff. Look at all these. Not so much iron at the minute, but gold and copper and tin and silver. We don't have a use for silver just at the minute. We're bound to use loads of it. And all these other little ores that we've been getting from the overworld. And then every time Lewis needs to update or upgrade the pickaxe, we've gone through a stage of going to the Nether and mining out all the ores we could find from the Nether to figure out what the next upgrade's going to be for it. And that's what Lewis has been doing, and gathering all this sort of stuff, right? So that's a fair bit of the ores from the Nether there. All nice and shiny. But what I need to find is cobalt. And cobalt was the big thing for me to find in the Nether, and it took Lewis ages to get to that stage. I also need some steel, I believe. Where's the steel gone? I'm not sure where he keeps it all. We've got steel in here somewhere. Ferrous, bronze, invar, aluminium, lead, iron, gold, copper, tin, silver. No steel in there, just old bits and pieces. I might have to make a bit of steel, actually, because what I want to do is make a turtle. We've got nothing in there. We've got any pig iron? Iron, cobblestone, redstone, all that sort of stuff. We've got any pig iron? Shadow iron ore, vulcanite, shadow iron again. Damascus steel. I should have looked before I started this episode, really, to make some of that. Because I want to make a turtle. I want to make a digging turtle. So the things like digging out those little quarry holes, we don't need to do them by hand anymore to level up our picks. So we'll do something with turtles. But we don't have any steel right now. I can make the manulium, the cobalt pick that it needs. Let me just show you the recipe. Normally it's a diamond pick for a turtle. But in this case, we've got a turtle, mining turtle, that takes a cobalt pick, right? And that cobalt pick is added to the turtle, which is steel ingots instead of iron ingots. So that's where I'm missing at the minute. I'm missing the steel ingots. I thought we had some in stock, but obviously we don't. And a computer is some plastic sheets, a red alloy ingot which we've got, and some glass panes. All within my grasp. I can go in there and sort that out in a bit. But I want to set up a turtle in the Nether first to gather a load more cobalt to make a load more stuff. But the main thing that I want to focus on this episode, there's been quite a lot of scanning through the mod pack to try and find where we should be looking next, where we should be going next. And there's two magic mods. There's the blood magic and there's witchery. Now, blood magic, let's see if I can show you this. Blood magic requires you to get a blood altar, and the blood altar costs us quite a significant amount of resources. This infusicoilium blocks and the ocriculum box. I can't say these names. These blocks here, that's like 9 of the ore in a block, so that's 18 of each ore, right? And a bronze furnace, which could make the bronze furnace almost straight away. We've got enough materials to do that. But these 18 of each of these, and they're pretty rare metallurgy ores, and I believe we find these from the overworld. Yeah, that to me looks like an overworld ore, but we have not yet discovered them in the couple of chunks that we've looked at. So we're going to need to get turtles digging out huge areas to find all of the materials we need to even begin blood magic. So blood magic is at a very end level of blood and bones. I would say blood and bones is deliberately keeping the blood altar away from you, because there is the uber helmets and decent stuff from blood magic that can basically keep you alive and you take no damage. You're invulnerable to death and destruction, and it's got infinite water sources and all sorts of stuff in sigils. I don't really know enough about it to be able to comment, but I have seen plenty of episodes from other people playing around with blood magic to know that when you get it to a certain level, it's pretty pokey, pretty awesome. So that'll be why starting in it is very end game or late game in the mod pack. However, with witchery, the other magic mod, that seems to be virtually unchanged. And I say that because I don't really know much about witchery, but a witch's oven, which I've already made over here, a witch's oven is only iron still. Right, so that's pretty easy. Getting the seeds, I've already managed to find seeds in the world, and I've already managed to grow a load of seeds to get some stock of mandrakes and icy needles and water artichoke globes and belladonna flowers. Lewis found a bit of woolen bat somewhere. We've killed some wolves and got tongues of dog and things like that. So we've got a fair bit of stuff already towards witchery. So witchery looks like the first magic mod you can go into fairly cheaply, and so I'm planning on getting started on this today. So I'm going to take the things that I believe I need to get started. The witch's oven, some spruce saplings and some clay pots. I think I need this so that I've got uses of... No, let's do uses in here. Let's see if we can see it. Smelting, fuel, or dictionary. Witch's oven, here we go. The witch's oven recipes. This is where we're going to be in a minute. I'm going to go and collect some saplings from upstairs and some spruce saplings. But we make this wood ash, but the hint of rebirth, and the clay jars are just soft clay jars, which is why I've got the clay in my inventory as well. All of these things are basic startup of witchery, and I'm going to get something around here. I'm thinking of setting these up as little mini farms, all still by hand, just to farm these guys up. Even though I've got the bone meal shack over there now. Yeah, I think I've just changed my mind about that. I'm just going to set up a witch's oven down here somewhere and get myself a bit of a supply and come back to you guys in a little while. I might do all the steel making as well. I'll be back in a bit. I think I'm going to use the room down the end, figure out what sort of setup I want, and then start doing it en masse a little bit more. As you can see, my hunger is also really, really low. So I can show you the cake. Look. Munch, 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 munch. All of it successfully eaten. And now these things are slightly better for me. I say slightly because the other food just tops me off. But if I had a few cakes down here, then I'd be fine, wouldn't I? Right, so we have that, and we have that. Let's pop that down there, pop that down there. And I need a crafting table, really, don't I? That would have been a good thing to remember to bring. Yeah, I didn't bring any wood either. Let's quickly go and get a crafting table. And craft up some clay jars. I think I only need 1 or 2. I don't think I need too many. Let's go back to the witchery and just double check. Because this is my first attempt at witchery. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing, but I do know the basics. Hint of rebirth for each pack of Mutandis, a cactus, some eggs, and some mandrake roots and some bone meal. Well, I know bone meal's not going to be a problem. Cactus-wise, I think we've got a fair stock upstairs. So let's quickly go and grab some of that so it can be cooking as well. We did have this cactus on the roof for ages, just sort of growing. And I'm pretty sure I've got some cactus in there, yeah? 14. Let's put 1 back, just so we know what's in there. And lock that one. Lovely daylight. Good. I hope it's still daylight by the time I get back. What that? Thank you. Anyway, cheers. And what was the other thing I needed? I needed the bone meal, eggs. Eggs and mandrakes, which we've got down there. Okay, we're nearly ready. Nearly ready, guys. This is me. This is just me starting out. I wanted to show you that I'm going to be doing a bit more of the same thing to get some stock of witchery. I probably won't progress further than I'm about to show you, but what I will do is do more off a camera between episodes to get a good stock of what I'm trying to achieve here. And take a couple of them, and a couple of them. Stock up on food a little bit. I could just take another cake as well, couldn't I? Ah, well. We'll be alright. Get down there and get some more cooking up done. So, the witch's oven, I think the witch's oven can work like a normal oven as well, but there's a chance of it being able to give the gases of tree essences and wood ash and stuff. I think that's how it works. So let's put half the coal in there and half the coal in there. Make ourselves a quick crafting table so we've got something down here. Just a basic one, that'll do. And then the clay jugs. The clay jugs the same as a pot. No, that's a bowl. That's a bucket even. That doesn't work. Okay. And next page. That one. Okay, so it's like that. Alright, so let's do a lot of that. Let's get a few of those out. I don't want to do too many. And we'll get those cooking in the furnace to make the actual clay pots that I want. And this is supposed to take a clay pot there, and I'm supposed to do the spruce saplings. But whoa, don't start yet. Give me a pot, give me a pot. Give me a jar even, clay jar. Got to have my clay jar in place, otherwise I guess I won't get the gases that I want. So that goes in there like that, and I'll put the clay jars in the bottom. There we go. Stick that in there. Do they stack? Yes, they do. That's awesome. Alrighty. Let's get at least those first 3 on the go. So we get this wood ash with a chance of that, is it? Come on. It's supposed to give me that, surely. It's supposed to give me the hint of rebirth. It doesn't say that that's a chance. So why is it not giving me? What have I done wrong? That's a clay jar. Hint of rebirth, burn, spruce sapling, get that. Potential chance of getting a hint of rebirth. I guess it's a potential chance then. Doesn't seem to be doing it for me, does it? I wonder if I've done something wrong. Maybe just 1 pot at a time? 1 clay jar at a time, maybe? Nope. It's just making lots and lots of spruce saplings turn into wood ash without giving me my clay jar thing. Let's take it all out just in case. Because I did add the pot after it started. Break the furnace, put that back. Okay. Now, a clay jar, a spruce sapling, and some coal. equals wood ash and a jar of... Where is it? Okay. I'm guessing then that this may take some time, and then I'm going to have to do loads of spruce saplings up to make this work in order to make my Mutandis that I want. So I guess, guys, as this is getting close to the end of this episode, that you're not going to see this Mutandis being made with the hints of Rebirth for a little while now. I don't think I've done anything wrong, but I'll do a bit more research. If it's a case that I just need loads of spruce saplings to get my hint of Rebirth, well... And there it is. Thank you very much. I've just said how I'm not going to be doing much more this episode, and you go and give me a hint of Rebirth right there and then. Thank you very much. You awesome thing, you. And that's waiting for a jar. Maybe. Some more power. Maybe. Something else to cook, maybe. I don't know. And those clay jars I can leave along here now. I'll put this chest down here for now. Pop those clay jars in there. Now, we're going to need some mandrake roots, aren't we? And to cook the cactus. Yes. Cook the cactus, indeed. Get rid of those. Put some cactus in there. Cook that, please, while I'm gone. And go and get the mandrake root thing. These mandrake roots, sometimes the mandrakes drop them in the form of a mandrake running all after you. Very crazy fun having to do that. I had a little farm fairly far away from the base, underground, that I had set up for it. There we go, cactus green. There we go. So I should have everything I need. Bop. Eggs in the middle. That. Yeah. Mandrake roots there. Hint of Rebirth there. I guess that's because that doesn't stack. It won't do the thing that I want it to do. That there. Bone meal. Okay. Didn't do the bone meal. Right, that there. That there. Bone meal there. I am so bad at learning new recipes. I'm not that good at remembering old recipes either, but I'm pretty bad at learning new recipes in mods. Once I've done it a couple of times, though, I'm alright. Okay. So, that... Every time I get one of those, I get 8 of those. So I am now going to go and head upstairs, and because this episode's nearly running out of time, I'm going to get up there very quickly and meet you there. Okay, so we're out of the farm at the dark of night, but I wanted to just get on with this and get something sorted. The Mutandis is like a thing that we need to collect pretty fast, early on in witchery, as far as I can tell. And we grow some long grass, or we go out into the world and find long grass, but here I broke it all already. So then we mutate the grass using the Mutandis and get whatever we've been given. And I want the special saplings, which is that one in particular, a hawthorn sapling. So I want that. I don't really want that. I don't really want that. Spruce sapling, that'll be useful to me to make some more of those things at least. Yeah. And lily pad, no, stop it already. Amber moss. Oh. Now, I heard that amber moss requires you to use some shears, so I'll come back to shear that. I got 2 more spruce saplings out of it to go and sort out, but that's going to take me a little while. This hawthorn sapling has uses within witchery. I can make a witch's broom with it. That's cool. I like that. I'll make a witch's broom. A broom, I guess that's a component for a witch's broom. Smelt it into wood ash, fuel it, tree sapling. Witch's oven, that's what I need it for. Witch's oven gets me a reek of misfortune, which is another little fume that I need to make plenty of in order to complete my witchery. So I'm going to do that Mutandis stuff on the long grass. I'm going to make some more spruce trees and do a bit of spruce tree farming to get a load of saplings, to smelt it all down, to get it all sorted. I'm going to maintain things that are going on here. And also, I'm going to be setting up a turtle so that I can go and head into the Nether to start mining out that area. Or maybe send Lewis out to do it. I don't know yet. We'll see what we're doing. But I'm going to be playing with the beginning of witchery and become accustomed to witchery so that I can show you guys how I do witchery and what I can do with the witchery mod over the course of the Done in 60 Days. And I plan on completing witchery within the 60 days. I do. Indeed I do. I plan on completing witchery and flying around on a broomstick and all that sort of stuff. So that's all we've got time for this episode, guys. Maybe more details about witchery in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you again on Done in 60 Days, the Blood and Bones edition. Mwah, wah, 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 wah.